Hey everybody, it's Kale Casey here, and we're going to surprise you with another Break It Down session with the finance section chiefs, Rosalind and Susan, at an undisclosed hotel location here in Eagle, where they have to adapt to the pandemic. So I'm going to turn the camera around, and we're going to get a little interview and find out. Last year you had 0 emails a day, long lines of firefighters, lots of public interaction, lots of paperwork, and this year?
No public interaction. It's very minimal and up to about, well, anywhere between 300 to 400 emails a day, just collecting documentation for all the personnel.
Rosalind, I mean, you've been doing this a long time. You're the Type 1 section chief. Tell us about it.
Right, so I've been doing this for 30 years, and the funnest thing about finance is interacting with all the different contractors and the resources that are assigned to the incident. And we really miss that, but we understand that that's what we had to do this year, so we're plowing through and getting it done. And so we're removed from the incident command post, and so our team is all working in here, and then the actual resources, there's a virtual kiosk at the incident command post where they call in and they can see our screens on our monitors, and that's how we demobilize them and finalize their timesheets before they go home.
And I'm wearing a face mask, and I'll only be in here a few minutes, but you consider yourself a Module 1, correct?
That's correct.
And so when visitors come in, what happens?
When visitors come in, we all put a mask on if they're going to stay for any extended period of time. But with us being with each other day in and day out and traveling, yeah, we are considered a Module 1, so we'd be able to take our masks off.
But when I see you at the command post, you're always masked up, and you travel over there. So the whole staff, how many people on the staff this year? Did you have to add more people?
Yes, normally for this size of incident, we would have 9 to 10. We have 15 this year, but 5 are working virtual. We're able to use virtual people because we're all in the virtual world also. We're considered remote, where they're considered virtual. And so the finance section has 4 units. So we have a cost unit leader, and she's working virtual. And then we have a comp claims person. She's working in here. We have a time unit leader, and we have a procurement section. And so all those people are here, but we have 5 working virtual, and the amount of work that we're getting, the amount of time it takes to do the work we normally would do is 3 to 4 times as long.
Oh my gosh.
With almost twice as many people.
It-
So it's very,
right.
very involved and labor intensive, cumbersome, whatever word we
Hey, Jerry Webster wants to say hi, Susan, by the way.
Oh, hey, Jerry!
That's so nice. And if you have questions for anybody here at the finance unit, please let us know. You can hear my mask is on, so I'm going to sound a little bit different. Did you have to learn how to fly this ship? Was there a template this spring? What happened? How did you learn how to do all this? Because you have to file now all those emails the same way you'd file the paper, right, into different folders?
Right, so we use Office 365, the Teams environment in that. And we've been having meetings since spring. Every Tuesday we have meetings, virtual meetings, and through Teams, and we've been trying to figure out the process. And then once you get on an assignment, this is my 3rd assignment for this summer, and we get a little bit better each time. But every time it's a learning process where you have to change, tweak our processes, and so we've changed things in the last couple of days that's made it better. So we're learning as we go.
Are you exhausted? Is the crew holding up?
This is a great team. Everyone's doing well. And
We'll do a quick
everyone
pan.
remains flexible, and they just adapt to any changes needed so that we can continue to support everyone that's out there on incident.
Right on. And where's the big equipment process? The time for like those big excavators and dozers that we're seeing more of for repair? Oh, is that right here?
Yeah.
Whoa, equipment time.
Jolene, she's on the phone with somebody right now,
Yep.
demobilizing somebody. She just stuck her head out there. But I was going to say something about the process. It just takes longer, and it's hard to file all those emails and file the attachments. It's overwhelming, and the fatigue level is different because because we're paperless, usually our personnel are getting up and walking to the printer and coming back. But now it's 15 and a half hours a day in front of 2 monitors, looking at one monitor, interpreting that, and posting it into our program that we use, which is EI Suite. But it's just it's a different type of fatigue, and it's very tiring.
Well, Rich Rogers wants to say, really nice work, ladies. I translated gals. Engine Fremont thanks you. And I know all the fire crews out there are learning how to send emails, right?
Right.
Because they have to send their time in digitally. So I've been on the other side where we're preparing our email for you. We're CCing our, like in my PIO crew, I have 6 employees. So I sign their time and then I CC them and send it to you. And does anything get lost?
Occasionally, it's a virtual world out there. We're like, where did this go? So we keep all of the emails and we can search back through the emails to see if we missed something. Susan's been managing that and she is phenomenal at that. She
Excellent.
can just run through it.
Thank you, Susan. And Michelle New, we'll close it out with this. Thank you so much for all your work. So you do have a lot of love out there. Thank you for sharing with us and good luck. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
I know all the firefighters do, and we're down to 600 something. So you've done 200 demos in the last few days, and that trend will continue on. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.